Welcome back to the Dude Shit Podcast. We got a great episode for you today. We got a special guest here, Jordan Berry.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah.
Hey.
We're your hosts, Colin Rugg.
Paris Crosby.
Dylan McNeil.
That was a little better.
That was.
Thank you, dude. I
would
practiced
say
in the
that's
car.
like 100% better than last time. That's for sure, dude. Yeah, good job. Good
Thank
job
you,
on
dude.
that.
I got scared.
Still suck dick though. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You are what you do. So,
Quite the sloppy shop, you could say.
yes,
all right,
exactly.
dude, I'm fucking trying.
I'm
For
gonna
what
shut
Colin
this
isn't the
door.
sweatiest guy on this podcast.
You're the sweatiest
I
one
know,
now.
because I just had to sprint to go get an SD card from
That was crazy, dude. I can just imagine you Naruto sprinting
That's
to the
what I
fucking...
did, dude.
Yeah,
That's what I
dude.
should- I was so much
You're like,
faster than
"Oh!"
everyone. And there's these two girls dancing outside right now.
Yeah, dude, honestly,
This is-
dinner and a show.
I mean, I'm resisting the urge to like get my wallet out and like throw some ones their way. You know, it's
They're
just
underage,
feels so
Jordan,
natural.
all right, dude? No, I'm just kidding. They're in college.
Tonight, so am I. So I'm like,
Oh,
Damn.
their age is on the clock.
Let's go, Jordan Berry.
I'm getting
Keep it
arrested by a
coming.
cop, is what Jordan said.
As opposed to
Getting, ice. Honestly, couldn't do it.
Jordan, welcome.
yes,
love you,
thank
man.
you, dude.
Jordan,
Happy
local
to be here.
comedian here in Lexington, Kentucky, but he's
right.
out of Berea. He's the fucking man. We all love him. Everyone in the scene
Yeah.
loves
Young
this
Barack.
guy.
Absolutely.
Young Barack.
Thank you
Fucking
so much.
Barry Obama
That's right.
in the house, baby.
That is true.
This is a public address, please fix our country.
This is This is actually going to be the State of the Union address. This is what we're going to do here tonight.
Yeah, I get all my news from Jordan now. I don't intake this news now.
Terry News Network.
And all his punchlines too. No,
Gotta share the biracialness.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you guys make
Gotta
one
stay-
whole
Our-
HR complaint, dude.
We do.
This is incredible, man.
Yeah,
We
dude.
segregated this room on purpose.
Oh
I feel
my
like.
god.
I feel like we
Wow.
should be sitting in the middle.
Yeah, you guys. One's horizontal, one's vertical. You make an upside down T.
Do an accent on one side,
Yes,
but not the other.
yeah. You go back on. So, how was your Jordan? Oh, bro, I'm good, bro.
Jordan, we just talk like normal white guys. You know?
Yeah. Well, I'm doing very good. I appreciate you guys having me here. I'm not putting an accent. I am white. I'll just do my voice. My voice is white.
Yeah.
You're Jewish. Right?
Yeah, sorry.
If anything, I'm doing an accent of you when I talk. That's what I'm doing.
Your Barack accent is just a white dude accent. You just sound like him naturally.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah,
so
man.
you've been in the scene for how long now? When did you start doing comedy?
So I started last year, March 11th. So March 11th.
Whoa.
In a couple
Oh,
weeks will be
wow.
a whole year.
Holy
So,
shit.
Yeah, man.
Investigate 311, baby.
I was gonna say, it's like 6 months away from 9/11.
Dude, which, funny enough, is my birthday. So
Oh my god,
I'm not
I
even
forgot.
kidding. Yeah, I was born on
birthday's
9/11.
9/11.
Fucked up what you did.
I know, man.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I just
dope.
I made a grand entrance into the world, you could say. Just like those
Wait,
planes
wasn't
did
it
into that.
2001
It was
too?
98, 9/11, 98.
He was a
So it was
prequel?
3 years before.
You're
Yeah,
at your
You're like, this isn't the worst 9/11.
exactly.
you were at your 3-year-old birthday party. You're like, yeah.
I swear to God, no, that was my first memories, man.
Jordan's
Yeah.
like, not to be selfish or anything.
Dude,
but,
yeah.
that is about me.
Because all I remember is like all the adults were like gathered around the TV, like crying their eyes out, and I'm sitting there crying not because of what it was on the TV, because my birthday was canceled. You know? I had my own
So
tragedy.
no cake?
Yeah, exactly. What the fuck?
It was like, worst birthday ever.
Ever, man.
You're just in a
Yes.
birthday
I don't know,
party
man.
full of kids, and they roll a TV into it. And like, look at this.
I don't know. Those are some big ass candles.
Okay.
Jesus Christ.
If it was
Yeah,
his
dude.
second birthday, it was his third. They missed one.
Yeah.
They missed the Pentagon. That was like the
Exactly.
candle. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I blew out the candle in the fucking that they just imploded.
What did you do? Jordan, that's a fucked up birthday wish, dude.
Yeah, man.
It's a crazy thing to wish for on your birthday.
Jordan, yeah. What'd you wish for, Jordan? I'm like, look at the TV. You're seeing it right now. That's right there. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, dude. And I have this joke in my set. I don't know if y'all have heard it yet, but like like you all obviously know, but like my father like wasn't in my life at all. And I say, which is why I sound and act and dress super white.
I guess for 20 years.
But yeah, right. But like I have this joke where I'm like, they say, like I was born on 9/11. They say, like people are like, you'll never forget your birthday or whatever, right? And my dad, he could never remember. It's like, Yeah, that's the truth, you know. So,
Dude, I mean,
He's out there somewhere every 9/11. Like,
he's like,
Jordan's up to.
the second worst day.
yeah. He's like, he's thinking like, yeah, it's 9/11. Yeah, man, those towers coming down. Man, what else happened this day?
Something else important happened this day. He's like, oh, National Talk Like a Pirate Day. Or,
Milk, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Shit, yeah, I needed a carton of cigarettes. Yeah, exactly, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. I needed milk.
That's
That's
awesome.
insane. Dude, if you keep getting good at comedy, you might meet him, dude.
Dude, maybe.
That's getting
man,
crazy.
for real. I might.
Some real Bobby Boucher ass shit.
Could you imagine? I'm like, I'm just like I'm at some like.
I'm sorry, dude.
No, you're good. That was
That's insane, dude. I know what you're gonna say.
Or well, no, maybe you don't actually. I was gonna say, could you imagine? I'm just like at a open mic somewhere, and I'm just like telling jokes about him, and he actually just like shows up or something. He's just there, like in the crowd.
Starts heckling you.
You're telling that fucking joke, and he's just like, Jordan, I'm back.
Yeah, he starts heckling, and I'm like, damn, dude, you're giving me more attention than I got from my father. Wait,
Jordan, I am your father. You get him your birthday was on May 4th. Instead, he comes in dressed like a Taliban. He's like, I thought it was on theme. I don't know.
Jesus.
You could do it in Black History Month. You'd get away with it. Oh, of course. Yeah. Shit. Show
you celebrate it?
the show
of course,
on Friday,
man.
dude. This is a good
last
segue.
day.
His dad's gonna come to the last day of Black History Month.
Oh my
Dressed
god.
as the Taliban.
Yeah, dude.
For Jordan's first
That's right.
feature.
Absolutely.
Segue here.
Yeah.
Absolutely, yes.
God.
How much time are we
Friday
giving
night.
again? 15, 10, 15?
I don't know, Jordan. How much are you paying us again?
Oh gosh, I can't remember.
$20 a minute, I think, is
I
what
think
we agreed to.
I think that sounds about right. Yeah,
Kiss us
yeah.
on the
Yeah,
lips,
I can't
too,
remember
so
that one.
That's gotta count for something.
It's cool, dude. If it's
Might as well get it on camera.
I mean, dude, yeah.
No, I think
Absolutely.
15 to 20. You got 20 on you, or what do you?
Think
What do you?
so,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think him and Wes. Yeah, 'cause
20
I'm only
seconds,
doing
you mean,
10.
right?
Yeah, 20 seconds. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
By the way, dude, if you go any longer than 20 seconds, this place is going. Yeah.
Dude, I don't even
No
think I could.
DACA. I don't know what race other than white you are, but we're gonna find out one way or another.
It'll be
But
exposed
if you
Friday
go-
night.
Yeah, come up Friday.
Come to the show and find out what
Find
other
out,
races
is
I
Jordan's
am.
dad coming? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll stop calling him mulatto now. We'll find out, dude.
His dad's white too. He's just a recessive gene. Yeah, just
Massive
plot
plot
twist,
twist,
He's
yeah.
really tan. He's just fucking tan, dude.
It just skipped several
God.
generations. Came back.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Oh,
But yeah,
nice,
so
dude.
Jordan's featuring on the show on Friday.
That's right.
Ethereal
Yeah, baby.
Slicehouse, February 28th. Got a
Come on
killer
out.
show. It's
Dude,
gonna be
that's
great.
gonna be a fun
We got
time.
2 white guys opening for 2 minority guys. So, we're progressive
One of whom
as
is
shit.
half white. So
Yes,
I mean,
exactly.
We're like segueing into
Yeah.
slowly get darker and
blood.
darker.
And then we let a Mexican guy headline.
That's
Yeah,
right.
we open with my white ass, and then
That's right.
Wes.
Yeah.
Wes is also white.
White, yeah.
He is, yeah.
Quite white.
Well, wait, who's the?
Wes. Oh, Dean. Dean's
Dean,
also
yeah,
white.
Dean.
Right.
Yeah,
Can't
we're
forget about
going. We're
Dean.
going 3 whiteys and then.
Dude, Dean's our UPS driver in our neighborhood.
Let's
so,
go.
Like,
Yeah.
I see him every now and
Dude,
then.
he needs to
but-
ordering some cool
I guess
shit.
you could say he's got some good delivery.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna kill him if I see him now. That's your fault, dude.
Roast battle winner, most recent
Yeah,
roast
that's
battle
true.
in
Yeah.
Lexington.
Funny guy.
Yeah, roast
Dean's
battle.
fucking
Hilarious.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, man.
Colin bounced first round, but it's okay.
Yeah, I bounced him around with all his fat jokes from 34 now.
Right. Some was bouncing.
Yeah.
You know what they say,
My
man.
titties.
You can't win them all, or I guess in your case, you can't win any of them.
We didn't fucking won. But still, 0 for 1. Thanks for reminding me 0 for 1 is still 0.
Yeah, dude.
I've been trying to figure out what 0 divided by 1 is, and I can't figure it out, so.
It's 0.
Fuck.
Don't worry, I got
That's how
you.
many wins I have. Thank you, Asian calculator.
That's what he
Do
got.
math.
Just don't do the other way. 1 divided by 0, it's gonna get real hairy. Okay.
1 zeros, code.
But so Jordan, you decided to do comedy about a year now.
Yeah.
What got you?
Yeah, man.
What got you into it? Because I know you went to Berea College
Yes.
and you studied
philosophy,
right?
philosophy major,
Okay,
right.
so there was something.
Nerd.
That's deserved.
Yeah.
That's totally deserved.
You had some hole in your heart that needed to be
Yeah.
fulfilled, and you thought
Yeah.
fucking Sartre is gonna fucking do that for you. Right? And obviously,
Oh,
that
you mean
did-
Camus? Thank you very much.
Can live.
Albert.
Yeah.
But yeah. So how do you go from philosophy major to comedian? What's that? What's that like?
Well, I mean, pretty much, man. So I've always loved stand-up my whole life, man. Like, my first comedy special I ever watched was the Cat Williams Pimp Chronicles.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with the green suit when I was super young, made a great impression on me. And I've And I would go to shows at Comedy Off Broadway in Lexington, like when I was a student at Berea and when I worked for Berea after I graduated for a couple of years. So I was always it was always in the back of my mind. But then, so I graduate from Berea College and I start working there in the philanthropy department, like the fundraising department.
Yeah.
And the job was just awful, hated it. And I did it, but it paid really, really well. Like I made great money doing it, more money I've ever made in my life.
Okay.
And so like the income was great, but like in terms of my own like life fulfillment, there was nothing. I was like, every day was so miserable. I just hated going into the office every single day. It was just awful. And so so then I finally decided, I was like, okay, I'm not happy with my life right now. I need to switch it up, do something different.
Yeah.
And so in March, I decided March 1st, I quit my job working for Berea College, and I was like, okay, well, I've always thought about doing stand-up, but I never had the time when I was a student, right? Because I mean, busy college student, and then when I was working, never had the time. So I was like, okay, I quit my job. I got all this money saved up. There's a weekly open mic on Monday nights in Lexington that I know about, and it's like, I mean, now I've got no excuse, right? I got all this time, all this money, I could go up there. So it's like, figured I'd just go ahead and give it a shot, and the rest is history.
So you just were like, fuck it, I'm quitting and just trying
Let's
this
fucking
out.
go.
And now you're just like, this is it.
Pretty
you
much,
are
right?
black,
Yeah.
dude. Let's
Dude,
fucking go. That was cool. Follow your dreams.
Another part of that I didn't actually mention. I had a child out of wedlock during this time. No, I'm
He also pays $400 a month in child support. You legally can't work in college.
So church league MVP right here.
yeah, dude.
Damn, that's cool, dude.
But yeah,
That's wild to like just quit your job and then like decide to go pursue this. But you eventually had to come around and get another job, obviously. But like,
unfortunately,
but like the primary goal is like set in stone for you now.
100%.
Now it's just like just whatever it takes to get to that.
Bingo. Yeah. So
Love
any
it.
job I get in between now and whenever I can do stand up full time is just going to be in support of comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of work with us. Yeah, dude. Honestly, come. We can refer you.
Dude,
we're referring Jesse. I referred Jesse Sims a couple days ago. Shout out Jesse. Fuck you, Jesse.
What possessed you to do that? No,
Money.
Right. We get a bonus.
I get $1,000 if she stays for 6 months.
Understood.
It's pretty sick,
dude.
honestly. Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, honestly, that whole office is gonna turn into like comedians and musicians.
Dude, fuck it. No, literally, they don't care.
Yeah.
They know. They were like, we do
get
our
it.
job 8 to 5. We come out and do whatever we want after work.
That's so
They'll
cool,
come
though.
support our shows and shit. We got people.
That's
straight
awesome.
up.
That's so cool though. Like
Probably
that
some
honesty.
at Friday. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
a couple of them
Yeah.
popping out on Friday.
Hopefully Josh comes. Josh, if you don't fucking come, I'll kill you.
Giggles.
I'll kill you, Josh.
There'll be ketchup.
Okay.
Oh my god.
That's better than like, because that's I like that attitude over the attitude of like my current job. So like I work right now in the Department of Tourism for the state of Kentucky.
Yeah,
And it's like, dude, they like my supervisors and stuff. They think like, oh my gosh, we got to be super serious and like, this is so important what we're doing. And it's like,
What's serious?
exactly.
It's not
It's like-
important, dude.
Yeah, and it's like
We're
we're all
lose funding.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like all of us, all we do is we go to the office, we sit in our cubicles, and we just make it look like we're doing something for 8 hours.
Yeah.
And we just do nothing.
That would drive me crazy, but literally, we'll get
Yeah.
you a job.
Yeah.
You don't need to have skills. We all do it. I do fine.
You'll have a 150-person audience every day.
Literally, dude,
We're
we're doing another. I've done stand up for my office more times than I've done it on. Literally, dude, the first day
Nice.
I did stand up or obviously Comedy Off Broadway or whatever.
Yeah.
A bunch of my coworkers came off and or came off. They got off.
Yeah.
They
And
came
came
out, and they were like, they fucked with it. And then I did one for The Office, and I just made it a
Yeah.
roast. I just started roasting everybody.
Nice.
And so ever since I did one for like 350 people. At our Bird Dogs Bixie. It's like our big work event.
Right.
All of our employees, 150 employees, plus all of their spouses, plus the vendors, plus our corporate officials.
Oh my
and I just
gosh.
roasted these dudes. I just was fucking being so mean.
Nice.
And everyone's losing their mind. My biggest crowd I've ever done is about my work.
Right.
And they pay me the most. They pay me $50,000 a year to do comedy. That's how I look at it.
Once or twice a year.
Yeah, once or twice a year. I gotta do one soon. I haven't done. I did one on Christmas. A couple, or the last one I did was not this Christmas, but the one before. Or the one before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I just made it like a poem. And I was like, fuck all y'all. And I was like, I just kept going. I was like, I made it like the Silent Night poem type thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
But everything was a roast.
Yeah.
I was like, y'all suck at your jobs. Yeah.
Our job is entirely built around relationships too. So like,
Yeah, I'm terrible
dance
to
on
that.
that.
It's insane.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
like-
stomp on the graves of those.
Literally, dude, yeah. Like people are like telling me things about them, and I'm like, I don't want to make a joke about this. Like, insert fat guy's name who might
Yeah.
sit on me. Like,
Right, yeah,
It's
yeah.
like our bar boss actually. I roasted him at one of them because he used to drive a Hellcat, that. And I was I never needed a clock at work because I always knew it was 4:30 when I hear Vic skirting out in the parking lot, leaving early in his Hellcat. Literally was true. Wow. And like this dude was like a man whore, and I'm like. And his buddy was bald, who also works with us. And he's like, he probably rubs his Buddha head every night before he goes out. See if he can get, see if he can get fucking laid.
See if he can reach
bicycle. Everyone gets a ride. And I said this for my boss, and my boss's boss's boss.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I roasted. He pulled me in the office and told me to make up a roast about his boss.
Yeah.
About Double D. Yeah.
Dang.
This dude is a corporate manager.
He's like the number 8 person.
Literally 8 people in front of him just got murdered. Luigi
That's
Mangione came and finished 8 people in front of him. I've hurt his feelings.
Oh my god.
A couple times. He loves it though. Oh my god.
He's into it.
There was one time I roasted a vendor, bro.
It's a king.
A vendor at my second one ever.
Oh my god.
In front of all these people at an event that vendor paid for.
Wow.
They paid for it. I'm not gonna say him because I don't want. They didn't know I did this. Luckily, they had left already. But my boss goes, "Holy fucking shit! Do not do that again." But all of that vendor's competitors came up to me and they were like, "I agree with you. Give me a call." I was like talking about how long their lead times were or some shit. As you can imagine which one I'm talking about. But I was like, "I've been up here longer than so and so's lead times."
Oh wow.
That's potentially like tens of millions of dollars.
That's like $1 billion business relationship. No less than a beat.
You're like
I'm up there fucking just tearing it to shreds in front of all of them.
You're like driving the Titanic straight into that iceberg.
With all the other icebergs watching it, like fuck that iceberg.
Look at this idiot.
Yeah, literally, that's what it was. All the competitors are there, like, yeah, fuck them. My boss is like, get him the fuck off the stage.
Right.
You can join us and do that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
in.
literally.
I'm down,
if I have not gotten fired, you can't get fired from this.
That's
job.
incredible.
If you do your job.
And I love the idea of like being a poem too, being like fucking, roses are red, violets are blue. My shirt is gay, and so are you.
Yeah, I did like an all through Wesco, like not a person was billing, not even fucking Joe. And like, it's not like people like billing money and shit. Like, I think it's probably on my phone somewhere, but it's the dumbest shit.
Oh
Dude.
my
incredible.
god.
Yeah, I mean, like because it was Christmas time. I initially made one that was a cover of "Juicy" by Biggie. And I made the whole thing and wrapped it, and then it's like, we can't do that.
Yeah, no.
Like, we can't do that, dude. Like, I'm sorry, but
you write a poem
like, the
instead?
N-words in there way too many times for you to say.
Exactly.
Like, I was like, come on, dude, it's in the song. It's how the artist intended it.
Exactly.
That's what he
It's
wanted me to
artistic
do.
integrity.
Yeah.
Emphasis in the integrity.
Literally. Okay. Crazy integrity.
Oh my god, it's insane.
But
So
going
Jordan,
at it.
you got into comedy. Are you like an artsy guy? Do you like other arts as well, or is that something you like?
yeah, so I do actually. And I was talking with the guys about this before we started recording. But like, so I'm like pretty much a lifelong dancer.
Oh, no way.
And it basically runs in my family too, man. Yeah. So I took like
Which side?
Actually, believe it or not, it was not my black side. It was my mom's side.
Just on the rhythm part.
Yeah, exactly. It was my white mother's side because my grandma owned a dance studio for many years.
Nice.
And then COVID is what made it go under, unfortunately. But now my mom currently owns a dance studio in Shelbyville, Kentucky.
Sick.
Legacy Dance Factory. Shout out.
Shout out.
Yep. Hey. So I was brought up dancing in my grandma's studio, and my mom and grandma taught me how. And then I danced a little bit, or I danced all through up until like about middle school. Then I quit and took a break because I was like, this shit's gay or whatever. and then
Sorry, I didn't mean to point.
No, I mean it's true. You got 3 point right back at you. So I'm playing. Yeah, exactly. No, but yeah. So I took a break in middle school, and then I got into I got back into it like early high school, but then I had to quit because I was interested in another art form, mixed martial arts.
Holy
MMA.
shit!
Yeah, I love MMA, and
beat the fuck out of
I did.
us.
I did wrestling.
Mics down.
And I did wrestling in high school, so that took away time from dance, and then. Wrestled at St. X High School. And the thing that sucked about that is that we won the state championship the year before I got there. So I didn't even get the rings, dude. It was horrible. It was awful. Yeah, and we never made it back. It was awful. But
You know who else? Another comedian whose parents owned a dance studio?
who's that?
Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
It's another guy that grew up like dancing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Straight up.
Okay.
There's got to be
Wow.
something in that.
You're
like,
black Andrew Schultz.
And it's like, I'm
Andrew Schultz.
He's white Andrew Schultz.
and I'm like, dude,
Andrew Schultz.
that's
Yeah.
crazy, man. I'm way funnier than he is, though.
Yeah, way more successful too.
Yeah, dude.
Does he have a college degree from Maria?
Look at where I'm at right now. No,
An undisclosed location with a miscolored background.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah.
The one yellow wall.
Yeah,
is the
yeah.
entire fucking building.
Sure, not sure what that is.
But yeah, and then so I wasn't dancing in high school, and then in college, I did a Zumba class, and that's what kind of got me back into doing it like really like consistently. And I was dancing like I joined a bunch of different dance groups, and I thought it would help me like like get laid or whatever. It did not at all.
Zumba, so
Yeah,
It's nature's abstinence.
it's pretty much I mean,
nature's sex control.
100%. Yeah, because I thought like all these women. I thought all these women would be like, oh my gosh, look, he's such a good dancer. That's so hot, but what they actually said was like, oh my gosh, look, he's such a good dancer. Wow, he finally came out. Like, that's so amazing. We support you.
He's such a good dancer.
Yes, get it, girl.
He's gonna
Work.
make a
Yes.
guy really happy one day.
You're gonna, God, dude. You're gonna get on America's Got Talent. You just go through all your skills. Whatever one hits, you won't get buzzed off eventually. You got like 4 or 5, so
Dude,
I mean,
something
you
like
go up
that.
there, break some boards, fucking take down Terry Crews.
Right.
He's not expecting it. And then do comedy.
do a quick little set,
dance,
yeah.
do a little fucking jig or whatever dance you do.
And then you just hear the sound of.
You start screaming, and they give you the golden buzzer because your scream is like glorious. Sorry.
Then it's trapdoor.
Exactly.
This
But,
is yeah.
So what do you think draws you to comedy then? Like throughout all this?
Yeah, man, really. So I think the main thing for me is that like ever since I was young, ever since I was a kid, I like genuinely have just always loved nothing more than just like making people laugh and making people smile, making people happy. Like when I was I even remember like when I was young, like toddler, like I would go into like the living room of my grandparents' house when they'd be like watching TV or whatever, and like my mom and my grandparents would be sitting there like watching TV, but then I'd go up in front of the TV and like pretend to be like one of the characters on the screen or whatever, just to try to like make them laugh or whatever, and I'd have them just like cracking up, and I was like, man, like this is so much fun,
Yeah.
So in school, I tried to typical like class clown kind of thing, always trying to crack jokes while the teacher's doing their bullshit or whatever, and
Teaching
so
their job.
their
job.
educating the youth for the future, but yeah, so it's just something that I've always really enjoyed, and then when I came to be an adult, I was like, man, I'd love to do the stand-up comedy thing, but I just never had the time, both as a college student and as an employee for the alma mater. So once I finally quit, I was like, dude, it's now or never, I just got to go for it. So
Right.
So,
Did you get scared on your first time on the stage?
I'm just terrified.
Where was
man.
your
It
first time, Timmy's?
Timmy 2 times, dude.
That's a crazy
Deadass.
place.
That
You
is
stand
yeah,
up the
man.
first time.
Actually,
Yeah.
no. Girls was my first.
Damn.
That is right.
Mine
But
was
that
comedy off
existed
Broadway.
for 2 months.
Yeah.
That went away real quick.
Damn, dude. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I remember that set very well, and it was absolutely atrocious. But I remember after I walked off stage, I was like, man, I got to do that again, man.
Dude, it's like a fucking dick thing,
yeah,
bro. Yeah.
100%.
And once you get
A
comfortable
fucking
up there and like
dick.
you stop
It's-
like blacking out immediately.
I
Yeah.
blacked out the first time I did comedy.
Yeah.
All the
Let's
time.
leave race out of this, fellas. Come on.
I blacked out during the first time.
You blacked in, bro.
He's like, some of you motherfuckers over here talking about.
I did
Thank you,
actually.
Jordan Berry.
No, that's funny you say that. I did actually. So that was the first time. Well, that's where I did the N-word bit. Actually, was where I did that.
First time
Yeah.
saying the N-word.
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty
On
much.
stage.
And
Try it on stage.
in front of all these random
You're allowed
strangers.
to say it. Yeah, in front of all these white people.
You keep farting.
That was it. No, you're just supposed to let it just play out, dude. That one was actually an accident. So I literally was trying to get my cup.
So you're
That's why I
hurt.
said, Dylan, stop.
Your fucking hernia just like.
Dude, I know. I literally am just like, I'm full of gas. Chill, dude. I'm sorry. None of them
That
would smell,
actually,
have
yeah.
they?
That was,
None of them would smell.
Thank
Yeah.
God.
No,
No.
surprisingly, it doesn't smell.
Yeah, except poop before
That
this.
smell
dude.
you
That's
smell
how it works.
It's just his inability to wipe correctly.
I can't reach barely, and I'm like struggling sometimes. It's not even my fatness; it's like I'm lack of shoulder mobility.
Right.
I can't even put my hands behind my back.
Yeah, it's because you broke your fucking elbow. doing
And my
a
shoulder.
backflip,
I broke and broke my shoulder. Yeah,
Really?
and my elbow. Yeah, I've had shoulder surgery. Wow. Well, I tore my labrum. And I tore my rotator cuff. Damn. I tore my my original one was I ripped my pants a million times. But yeah, I tore my posterior labrum.
Okay.
And it was a full tear. Got surgery. Didn't take my PT very seriously at all.
Yikes.
Retore it. Tore the whole thing, the front side too. So my labrum is just gone, dude.
Right.
And it's they can't fix it because they don't want to go in and fuck up what they already fixed. So they're just like, you can do PT. In PT, I tore my rotator cuff. And then now they said, you've like, your shoulder's connected by a glenoid and a humeral head. Okay. So the humeral head has a big old crack in it, where my labrum has been just not defending it from the glenoid. And then I tore my labrum in this shoulder too.
Oh yeah,
trying to not fuck up this shoulder. And then I tried to do a backflip and dislocated my elbow. And it's still, you can still see it's
holy hell, man.
A little
You're
dislocated.
You're labrum doing stand up one day from holding the mic.
Get out of the mic stand.
If I sneeze on stage, it will pop out. If I'm standing up and sneezing, my shoulders pop out. Oh, they go in and out. They go, and they just pop in. I can pop them in and out myself. Here, let's see.
Oh god. Oh, that just looks fucked up.
Oh my God. My surgeon calls it my party trick. I say, please fix it. Please fix
it. It's like, I'm the comedian here.
I'll call it the party trick. You fix it.
You fix the shoulder.
You forced me to go to PT.
That is crazy though, man. Wow.
I'm going to need a shoulder replacement eventually. No doubt.
Wow.
Man. ND.
Yeah, I feel like back on the comedy, it's like what draws us to it. I just press fart again, dude.
No, I was about crossing all the
Okay, cool.
But big balls.
I feel like just like the lifestyle. Like sitting at work every day, I'm just like, man, a lot of people here are just gonna do this for the rest of their lives and go home and die, and then this is gonna be it. But it's like the life is just, there's just so much more to do out there. It's like
saddest fucking way I've ever heard someone talk about.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah,
100%.
There's people at our work that are dead. Like I
was at my last job. Yeah,
you get sucked into a job for too long, and then all of a sudden you just have no life outside of it.
100%.
Luckily, this job like allows for stuff outside, but it's a grind though. Still, like getting off at 5 and then going and try to pursue stuff. Right.
Yeah.
But it's like I'd much rather do that than sit at home and
100%
be bored. You know.
Oh my God. Yeah.
It's like what are your hobbies? Work.
That's the thing.
Dude.
And that's the thing too. Like about that job that I had working for Berea College was like, so I had like no social life because I was oftentimes working like overtime a bunch and all that, just to make extra money and stuff. But so I had no social life, and I would basically sit in my office all day, and I'd look out the window, and it's like you just see life just like passing you by.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and it's just like honestly, it brought about like a serious, speaking of philosophy, like existential crisis. I was like, man, I just can't live like this, dude.
I got that same thing as a scribe. I was a medical scribe because I was gonna go to medical school. Obviously, Asian, right? I took the MCAT and everything, like on the way to it. No, dude.
Cat.
Can I steal that?
That's all you do. I can't think about it by now. So the first thing my brain went to.
Bro, it took me 30 years to realize that the word for penis in Japanese is chink-o.
I love that. You just screaming chink.
Oh, man.
That was insane. That was the Valentine's Day. Were you there on the Valentine's Day one? It was like 4.
That was a show.
Oh yeah, you were 4 people.
Yeah.
I was telling people how to get by the chink pass.
Awesome.
My penis.
But dude, it's just like why I at this point in my life, it's like I don't see any other way that I would want to live other than like try to be a comic because it's 100%. Like
you found something you like and you're good at.
Yeah, it's just like why would I do anything else at this point?
Master it.
Yeah, right. Because it's like and like you just travel. Like I listen to Ari Shaffir's talk about stuff sometimes, and he talked about this time where like him and Theo Vaughn got booked on a show in like the Bermuda Triangle.
Whoa.
Like, can you imagine those idiots? Like, can you imagine just being booked for a show like that? You're like, no. Yeah, I have no money, but fuck yeah.
Who cares? It's the Bermuda Triangle.
You just go down there and make jokes. You see, I don't know, people from Harry Potter. I don't know. Who do they keep there? Like, is that a real place?
Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah. Or maybe it was something
like
else.
A collection of islands.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what. It might have been something else. Maybe I'm just misremembering, but it's like, absolutely. I would love to do something like that.
Yeah, dude, I'll go to Japan and do comedy. We can do it. Dude, we have to go to New York this summer.
Okay.
No, seriously. We're going to go. We got to go to Detroit. That one dude on the IG who I sent him a DM, and I'm sending him a shirt, actually.
Oh, nice.
He's the one who won the shirt. He's like, come up to Detroit. I got a mic for you. And then my relative, I don't know what to call him, my cousin, my dad's cousin, something. I guess that's easy enough, my dad's cousin is
I'm just glad you didn't say my nick. No.
Yeah, my dad's primo. You finish it. He does stand up in Cleveland, so we should go up to Cleveland and all the way around.
Dude, Melody said that she could get us booked in Brooklyn because she used to date the guy that like owns the Brooklyn Comedy Club.
What the fuck? We gotta go to Nashville soon.
Yes, I've been trying to go.
Dude, we should get like a big Airbnb and go down to Nashville.
Dude, yeah. Well, in June, I'm already in there, or June or July, I can't remember, but I'm doing something down there on a Friday. So it's like,
nice.
maybe we'll just take that week and, fuck around in Nashville.
Oh, yeah.
That'd be fun.
Get a hold of Lee.
Fuck around and funny out.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, sir.
Funny.
Right? Black in,
Fine.
Yeah, facts. So, but so what you got? So you've been doing it for a year.
Yeah.
What states have you been to do comedy?
So far, it's just been Kentucky and Ohio so far.
Yeah.
I was supposed to do both Tennessee and Indiana.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, so I was supposed to do a roast battle in Knoxville against Drew Blankenship, funny enough.
Oh, nice.
That would have been fun, but that ended up falling apart, so that didn't happen. And then I had a show scheduled, like on the books. I was going to host a show in Bloomington, Indiana.
Okay.
We're up.
And what's that?
Sorry.
I got you.
Oh no, you're
Let me
good.
restart it. Keep going. Go ahead.
Yeah. So I was gonna host a show in Bloomington, Indiana, and that's right. It was Sunday, and it was that Sunday right when like Snowmageddon came through. So that got totally canceled. And it ruined that. And I was like, damn, I was so excited for that too. Because they were gonna be super fun. Like it was a great lineup, and I was excited to meet all those really good comedians. But, but they just though they said is they're just gonna postpone having me out there, and so I think sometime later this year they'll have me come and host a show up there.
Okay.
Cool, man. That's sick.
So far, man, it's just been Kentucky and like different cities in Ohio, like Cincinnati, Columbus, Dayton. That.
Ohio's got it popping.
Oh, big
when
time.
it comes to
Big
comedy.
Columbus is dope,
It's
too.
like super low
I need to
key
get
about
up
it
there.
too.
100%. Yeah.
But yeah, that one time I went up to Commonwealth and saw those guys perform up there. It was just like eye opening.
It's another level, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I mean Lexington, it's dude, stop.
Sorry.
Staring through my soul.
I was just like the cross-eyed.
But just the level, it's just like literally just another level up from, because Lexington's fun to like,
Fuck around
people
in.
are trying stuff here, and it's really a huge open mic scene,
Yes.
which is cool. It's fun, and
Very
it's
much.
like luckily we can like it's easy to establish. I mean, we just fucking I mean, we just like
Fucking easy, dude.
Colin just DM'd every single place,
Every restaurant in Lexington. I just DM'd them all.
Yeah.
I was like, I sent them the same thing, insert name here.
Yeah.
Right.
Didn't change it for this
Had a
one.
template.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, Tin Roof, what's up?
I think last time we were here, we were talking about the story of when you hit up
I sent it
Rebecca
as I was driving to Columbus
on Thanksgiving.
morning.
Yeah.
I was like, copy, paste, swerve through the left lane to get up through Cincy on 71 North.
And he was being real like dickish about it. He's like, hey.
Yeah, I was like, hey. Anyways, you gonna text me back? Or just said red, and I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Going 80 on the freeway.
Yeah, exactly.
Dear Slim, I drank a fifth of vodka. Let me do a mic here.
I will end it now. Please respond.
That's my cat in the trunk, dude. She's fucked if you don't fucking jumping off the Ohio Bridge.
Yeah, dude.
Man. So Jordan, do you ever want to venture into any other realms of comedy, like sketches or like anything like that?
Well,
like,
so I kind of
Yes.
have a little tiny bit. So I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not like a whole bunch of people have asked me many times to like do different sketches and skits and stuff. But I'm not. I'll be honest. I'm not super into the whole skit thing personally. Because I just I don't know. I love performing in front of like a live audience. So like performing in front of a camera. It's just not really
doesn't give it to you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't quite get the same rush, I guess, for lack of a better term. Because like even when I was dancing, I was always in front of like a crowd, So so I love performing in front of crowds. But however, I have kind of started dipping my toes into improv a little bit. And that's been super fun.
That out.
Yes, and
Lex Comedy Co is fucking cool.
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, absolutely.
Shout out them, bro.
And it's such my gosh, it is
Just
so
love
much
shouting
fun. Like and I think the thing about it too is that it's helped me improve my stand up, like being more spontaneous in the moment. It's helped a lot with like crowd work kind of stuff that kind of comes up like gotta be super quick off the top about it.
Off the dome.
Yeah, so I've been getting into that a little bit, and I could potentially maybe see myself joining like a troupe somewhere in the future, maybe potentially.
I was in a troupe,
but yeah,
Boy
really.
Scout troop.
Oh yeah, well, it's probably
Troop 428.
nice, dude. Hell yeah.
So
it was probably
pretty cool experience, if you guys.
I was gonna say it's probably a lot funnier than improv too. I'd imagine.
A lot more scarring, a lot more memories to get. Not good ones, but
pretty
tough wingman for your price.
Right. Yeah. But yeah, and so I'm definitely doing a lot more like with improv, and I know a lot of people do stand up to kind of use it as a springboard to get into like acting or whatever. I'm not really looking to do that, but if there's an opportunity in the future that comes up for something like that, I might consider it. But that's about as far as it goes. So.
There's Lex Studios, like I randomly got casted for like some random thing.
Yeah.
I just showed up and did the thing, got paid $75, but like that's a thing that you could do here is like get some
freelance.
Literally literally acting creds just like are being shelled out right
Oh
away.
yeah, I've gotten so many emails.
Yeah.
Next one I'll go. I'll
Dude,
go to the
Sunday
next one.
they have an open house or something
I'm
like
going.
that.
I'll go. I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay. That's our comic hang.
And it's literally
Dylan's doing it too.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's do
Yeah,
it.
we can all
Dylan's doing
do it.
comedy.
Literally,
Yeah,
and you get paid. I was there
I
for
mean, acting.
3 hours
say.
and then got paid $75. I was like, I didn't think I was getting paid.
Right.
And they were like super legit about it. So
I'll look into that.
It's a way to fucking get in for whatever it is,
Yeah.
as well. Like
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they have a podcast too that we're supposed to do.
Eventually,
Yeah.
We'll see.
I need to
Dylan's
get back
fun.
with them.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, thank you for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate it.
Yeah, dude, I'll forward you the stuff because
Yeah, please.
it is pretty. It's interesting just doing the thing because like I
Yeah.
went in there, they literally like gave me a outfit to wear. I'm hanging out with other actors, just like what the fuck y'all doing here?
Yeah.
Here? And
Wouldn't it
then
be crazy if they gave you like a super racist costume? They just gave you like a kimono or whatever.
Head to toe in a rice hat, like a rice field hat.
here's some buck teeth. Oh wait, no, you
Yeah.
got it.
Hey, can you take the ones you have in out? We're gonna get you these ones.
I come with them. But no, literally, I got cast to be Mr. Hong. I kid you not. Like, like they were like, we need an Asian guy. I was like, that qualifies. Yeah,
right,
dude.
dude.
I got you right here. And I got
Guilty as
murdered in my
charged.
bed, and then that
Whoa.
was it. And but
dude.
I like to think I gave a killer performance. Like, I got shot in
Hey,
the
you
head
did
twice. And I
a
was
killer performance indeed.
yeah,
There you go.
right.
Exactly.
Killed performance, but
Right.
I killed. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Got killed,
it was
whatever.
a career or suicide. You could say. No, I'm kidding.
Jesus, yeah. Just, God damn.
But yeah, interesting things happening in Lexington. I feel like Lexington is low key a spot that could be really big in like 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
We're gonna
Like,
buy that one
way-
building.
Yeah, right.
We found this rundown building over on Old Versailles Road.
Oh, you found my place now.
Yeah,
Like-
literally, it's your dad's place. It's been there since 1834. It's been there. It's the first time it's on the market in 65 years.
Yeah.
It would need hundreds of thousands of dollars of renovation.
Yeah. It's
yeah,
been there.
Whole new floor, but they said if you keep the outside of it, if you keep the framework, the cobble, it's like cobblestone.
Yeah.
it's like from the 1830s, literally, and it's like will never fall down if you just. And they said they'll give you a federal grant, and tax credits if you maintain that.
Whoa.
So, but I bet it's just an ass load of paperwork.
Gotta be, yeah.
I'd imagine a lot of red tape.
Yeah, and well, work would be cool. We'd make we're saying we're making a comedy club downstairs, and the upstairs will be like where we let the comics stay from out of town.
Sure, yeah.
And then the upstairs is the green room. It's a
Yeah.
sex room.
There you go.
We have sex with the comics.
That's right.
Only guy comics.
Yeah.
That's what all comedians do before we go on stage.
Yeah.
We just
That's what we have. Of course, here in about 30. We're gonna
gets us in the mood.
get to eventually. We're just gonna go start jerking off on the way there.
Exactly.
Penis Crosby here.
Yeah, hello. This is the mic. They called you that.
How like
I mean,
Man, so Jordan, what you got on slate for this year? You got any places that are already booked for you coming up?
yeah, man. So I've got. So funny enough, I'm actually doing my first out of state comedy contest coming up next week actually.
Okay.
In Columbus, I'm doing the Columbus
shit.
Comedy
Sick.
Clash. And there's a cash prize if I win it, and like you get to perform for like a nationally touring headliner at the #Comedy Club where it's being held.
way.
Yeah, so it's a huge opportunity for me. Really excited about that. Yeah, and I've got some other. I've got another mic that or other like mics and stuff that I signed up for like a couple months from now, like in Cincy and Dayton and other places like that.
Yeah.
But I've also applied for some festivals already coming up because I got a because I did my first comedy contest in Louisville, which obviously is in Kentucky. So that was in state, but I did really, really well. I didn't make it to the finals, but I got a really good video out of it. And it's like super professionally made. Like it just looks amazing. So I've been sending that to like all these different places, trying to, and I put one in for like one in Tulsa, Oklahoma called the Blue Whale Comedy Festival. I put one in for this one in Minneapolis, Minnesota. I also put one in for this. I think it was in like somewhere in California, I think.
Damn.
And yeah, and I think there's one on the East Coast and like in North Carolina and like New York. So I just applied to as many as I could. You know?
Yeah.
Just because I mean I know I'm going to get rejected from a lot of them, but it's just the law of averages, right?
dude.
Eventually somebody's going to
It's a
take it.
numbers game, man.
Yeah, 100%. So I've got some. So hopefully, and those will all kind of be like a little bit later in the year, kind of like towards like May, June, July, August, that kind of thing, and then later.
Did you apply to Skankfest?
Skankfest too. That's one I forgot. So
Yeah.
Skankfest in
Hell
New
yeah.
Orleans. I mean, yeah.
Skankfest, I've heard
So-
goes nuts.
Yeah,
Like, I heard that's the
And
craziest.
you know what's interesting too about that? That was like the easiest one to apply for.
Really?
Like you don't have to pay anything.
Yeah.
You just have to fill out a tiny, quick little form, and you have to give them like a little clip of your video. Either it could be like a YouTube or like a Google Drive thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And then you just click submit, and then it's away.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll sign up.
Dude, it's that easy, man. Yeah.
I'll sign up.
I feel like it sounds like contests and stuff are kind of the way to get your name really out there.
That's what that's what all my sort of like comedy like mentors, if you will, like people who've been kind of like helping me out, who've been in the game for a lot longer. Like they've been telling me like you really got to get into the contests and the festivals.
The funniest person in Louisville one that's coming up.
And I entered that one too. Yeah, so I'll be there with you.
Fuck, I gotta send him money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I forgot.
So Jordan, who you got on your Mount Rushmore of comics then? Who do you like? Who do you draw from? Like, what's that like?
I'd say definitely have to put Carlin up there for sure.
Okay.
George Carlin, he's one of my favorites for sure. And also too, just his whole thing, like his whole story of like just the fact that he started doing comedy in his like mid 50s, and like he became what he is. Like that just kind of shows you like, you know, it's never too late, and like if you really put your heart into this thing, it can turn out amazing. So definitely I'd have to put Carlin up there. I mentioned Cat Williams earlier to put him up there too, because I mean it's sort of like also a nostalgia thing for me, apart from the fact I think he's an amazing like writer, performer. I love his like act outs. So he's definitely up there for me for sure. I would also have to put fucking his name's slipping me now for some reason. Oh my gosh!
Does he look like white or black?
A black guy with
careful with
Dave
the salute there.
Oh gosh, gotta watch out.
Dave Chappelle.
Keep it up here.
Yeah, right.
Don't lower it.
Not Chappelle. Pryor, Richard Pryor. I don't know why I was forgetting.
Okay,
I just went blank for some reason. But yeah, Richard Pryor is definitely up there as well. And then the last one would be sort of a more modern guy, but it's just for me, he's sort of where like I get a lot, like the most of my kind of like style from, I guess, if you will, and that would be Sam Morril, actually.
I've seen him live.
I've seen him live twice. I actually saw him when he was filming his Netflix special too, and that was at Comedy Off Broadway. Funny enough.
Wait, I think I was there too.
Really?
Was that was a couple years ago, right?
Something like that, or a year or two, or however long
ago.
He filmed a special at Broadway?
Part of it, yeah.
He did like some
clips of it, and he had
go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, were you at the one where he had the crowd work thing about the woman like driving home drunk? Was that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she was oh my god, dude. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I was there.
He's like, he's like, how many drinks have you had? And she's like, a whole bunch. Right? And she's like super drunk, and he's like, yeah, like, you're not gonna drink anymore? And she's like, well, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna stop there because like I have work tomorrow. And he's like, that's not the reason to like lay off the drinking. Like, I flipped my car tomorrow, but like I made it into work at least or whatever, something like that. I was like butchered. He did way better than me, but yeah.
No, you're better, dude.
Yeah, you got that.
I can see that now because he's got that like monotone.
Yeah, it's super like
just hard hitting, like
exactly. Yeah,
easy to understand, but it's like more intricate than anything.
Right,
So,
it's like very like dry witticisms and I love that stuff, man. Love it.
It's like parsimonious. I feel like he doesn't have to say much. It's like the principle of like the simplest thing is always the answer.
Absolutely,
it's like just short, simple,
right?
But kills with
it.
Yeah,
and like the word economy, just all that stuff, man. So I try to emulate his style a lot. So I'd have to put him on my personal
right.
On God.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Carlin Pryor,
it's
Cat Williams, and Sam Morril.
Yeah, man.
And then you get Jordan Berry, baby.
That's right.
Is it good?
I'm right over to this. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we got 2 white guys and 2 black guys.
That's right, baby.
Half and half, baby.
Which ones are the white guys and the black guys? We don't know.
Fits in either of those sides if you want.
You're on brand as hell, dude.
He's the middle. Yeah, he's the transition from one side to another. It's 4 and 4, 2 and 2.
Right. Deeply philosophical George Carlin to
fuck motherfucker. Yeah. Everything in between.
Man,
it's like that evolution of man graphic where it's like from the ape to like the human.
Okay.
Oh, ape, chill out, dude.
Chill.
Kind of.
Maybe you can say it, but
I definitely.
I'm gonna call it out at least.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
You see that? You can see that?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
We're cool here.
That's right.
But,
Chill, guys.
Yeah, dude.
Well, maybe one last little comment question, but you work pretty clean most of the time.
I try to, for the most part.
And like I would say, like you could appeal to a lot of different audiences. Is that intentional, or is that just kind of your style?
Yeah, it is, and it's mainly because so at first, like the first couple open mics I did at Timmy 2 times. Were not clean at all.
Yeah,
they were the farthest thing from clean.
Yeah.
Oh my lord! Like I didn't record the first couple, but I have some of them still like recorded somewhere on my phone or something. And oh man, I'm gonna have to bring those out at some point. Because they are just it was just a bunch of because like what I was doing back then when I started was like I was just saying the most outlandish bullshit just to try to get some reaction. Like I wasn't putting a lot of real like thought into the actual like writing and stuff and all that. Or like the joke structure of like premise, setup, punchline, that kind of thing. Yeah. So I was saying a bunch of outlandish crap, but then James Colby, the guy who like kind of runs that mic, he told me, he pulled me aside after one of my shitty performances there, and he's like, "Look, man, like you've got like really good stage presence, and like you actually are, pretty funny and stuff. But I just like, I would love to see you like actually sit down and like write jokes out and like kind of not necessarily always go to like the dirtiest stuff, because I'd love to start booking you on his, because he runs like the Lex Out Loud comedy series here in town. Yeah. And he's like, I'd really like to start booking you, get you like hosting gigs, but I just need to see that you can actually like do like comedy, the right way, or at least in a way that is professional, and so I was like, okay. And then once he told me that, and I was like, I kind of got that validation of like, okay, I'm actually like, he thinks I'm actually like kind of good, and I have some potential here. So I need to just start writing jokes and kind of like a little more on the cleaner side. Just hit good, solid punchlines. And so I started doing that, and then I started getting booked through Lex Out Loud comedy series, couple shows with James Colby's production, and then from there I started kind of getting a couple more bookings around town, and I noticed it was because I started being a little like more on the cleaner side, and and then the thing that kind of sealed the deal for me, and I kind of just like close it out with this. So I did the Cincy Funny Bone open mic very recently, actually. I've done it twice, and this most recent time is the one I'm talking about. So I go up there and I did a 5-minute set, and I crushed it really well. And it was mostly on the clean side, but I had some dirty stuff in there. Right? And the owner of the club of the Cincy Funny Bone, his name's Brian. He pulled me aside and he's like, "Okay, that was great. That was awesome. That was super funny. What I want you to do is I want you to come back next time, just one more time, and I want you to do a totally clean set, totally 5 minutes, totally clean. And if it's just as good as what you just did, we're gonna start booking you as a paid opener at this club."
Dang,
so then I was like, okay, yeah, we definitely need to be on the cleaner side, because that's what a lot of comedy clubs and bookers and promoters want, is somebody who's a little cleaner. Because like the way he explained it to me is like he wants to save sort of like the dirtier stuff kind of for like the headliner.
Okay.
I feel like
that makes sense.
People that go do too dirty too quick, it's like you have nowhere to go.
Exactly.
Also.
Right.
Like as a performer, it kind of pigeonholes you into keeping this crazy energy the whole time, and that's 100%. Like impossible to do.
I mean, it's like it's like almost it's compared to like dance or something. Like if I go out on stage and I like do some like super risky stuff, I like just like take my shirt off right as the song starts or whatever. It's like, well, okay, we can't really
you go from
any further. I guess we've done it,
Risking off too.
Exactly.
You start crunking,
right?
You have nowhere to go.
So that's kind of why I tend to lean a little on the cleaner side with some dirty stuff in there too.
That's probably good advice for anybody, I think, because it's like if you can do both, because like I don't know, I think I was in a mindset at one point like, man, fuck that, but it's like at the same time, it's like if you're a good comic, you can just do both sides of it. 100%. It's like you just got to be able to. Shout out James Colby for being a fucking homie in the scene. That's how I got booked on the Broadway Barrel show a couple weeks ago, and he dropped your name too, and that's why you're doing it as well. So thank you, James Colby.
He's a legend of the Lexington comedy scene, man. He's been doing it for a long time, and he's helped out a lot of people. So
it's nice getting a message on Facebook like, hey, can you do 10? And it's like, I don't know, but you say yes.
Sure thing.
It's like, of course I got 10. He's going there, and now you figure it out, and works out. Now you're doing that in a couple weeks, right?
Yeah, our next
Oh, that's
313 show. Yeah, we're just flip flopping because I'm hosting this Friday.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
and then you'll be there next
Thursday.
The Thursday after the next Thursday.
Yeah. And you'll be at Broadway.
And then I'll be at the Broadway Barrels or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited for that. That's gonna be fun.
Awesome, man.
But
I think
tell us where to find you. Tell our fans. Tell our loyal followers where to find Jordan Berry.
If Jordan Berry follows you, he will like every one of your stories.
Yeah, he is a loyal follower.
Dude, I'm thinking about one of these days, just like getting on Wildcat Comedy Hub, posting 1,000 stories and shoving my phone
like them all, dude.
Yeah. And then let Jordan make me come.
Freudian slip? Did you catch that Freudian slip? No, he said Wildcat Comedy Hub.
Oh, yeah. Dude, good.
That's a Freudian slip right there.
Jordan's going to make me come with his legs, dude. Just
there you go.
Well, anyways, where do you find Jordan Berry?
Yes. I'm on Instagram. I'm at JDog Comedy, JDOG Comedy.
Good enunciation.
That's where you can find me. Yeah, man. That's right.
D-O-G.
That's right. Exactly. I feel. I was honestly kind of shocked that like that handle was available. It's like, whoa.
It's like, yes.
All right. This is mine. Like this is the closest I'll ever get to like owning property. I guess just having a tag.
Reparations.
I guess. Right.
We got domains.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So thank you everybody for tuning in. Got to get a mic to go to, but Jordan Berry, everybody, give it up for him.
See you on Friday where he's performing.
Yeah, come check him out. You can get him here free for a little bit at least before he fucking blows up, gets the fuck out of here. So that's right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Jordan, for coming through.
Of course.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.